Let's say from some instance, somebody kidnapped your 5-year-old daughter. And the suspicion is that the kidnapper is probably raped her, maybe murdered her. Whatever could have possibly happened to your daughter, your 5-year-old, has happened. Now, a person comes along who lives next door, and they didn't see the incident, but they did see someone in the general area. But they are afraid to tell you who they saw in the general area, because they are afraid that if the person that they saw is the person that kidnapped your daughter, because the person they saw in the general area at the time your daughter went missing is still floating around. They are afraid that if they tell you who that person was, then that person will come and get them, and they're going to lose their job, or they're going to lose their life, or man going to burn down their house or something like that. So they're just going to keep it all to themselves. However, they will tell you if they see somebody stealing some tomatoes out of your tomato patch. They will tell you if they see somebody stealing your newspaper off of your front porch after the newspaper boy threw it on your porch this morning. They will tell you if they see somebody stealing your milk after the milkman dropped the milk off. Now, they'll tell you that, or they'll be glad to tell you that, or they'll tell you that, and you say, well, thank you, for Lord, you're so wonderful. I would have never known who took my milk. I would have never known who took my tomatoes. I would have never known who took my paper, but you told me. Well, thank you. You're so wonderful. Oh, we love you so much. Oh, all America loves you for telling us who stole our milk. But now when it comes to your daughter being raped and gutted and put in a shallow grave, they won't tell you about that because they're afraid it's going to hurt them if they do. And yet you say you love this person. Well, that's who Glenn Beck is. That's who Glenn Beck is. He'll tell you about the milk, the tomatoes, and the newspaper, but he won't tell you about the rape and the gutting and the slitting of the throat, the kidnapping and the murder of your 5-year-old. Obama is a gutter. He's a rapist. He's a kidnapper of a spiritual sort. He's a madman. He's a predator of the spiritual sort. And Glenn Beck won't tell you about that. I want to know what happened to Obama's grandmama. I want to know. I want to know why she died so quick. I want to know why Grandma Sarah's never been to America. I want to know. Here's a man running around in Japan, bowing down and kissing everybody's ring, yet he ain't got time to go see Grandma. What's up with that? What's up with that? Here's a man flying. He's been everywhere on this planet except Antarctica. Everywhere, and except Kenya. Hey, black people, y'all are the biggest idiots going. No wonder y'all make such good slaves. No wonder. I don't blame the white folks for y'all. Listen, anybody who can go for the okie doke of Obama. Now I see why the white man went and brought y'all over here as slaves. You're crazy as bed bugs. You're crazy as you can possibly be. Talking about, here's a man that won't even go see his own grandmama. And that's what black folk did to black children and black women when they sold y'all into slavery. Now I see clearly. Now I see clearly. If this man can go to Japan and kiss the prime minister's ring, fly over there to China and kiss Hu Jintao, and fly over there to Germany and every place else, and go all over in Cairo and Abdullah and kiss his ring, and yet he can't go home to Kenya to see grandmama. Yeah, that's right. Because that's how black people are. Hey, Obama's not half white anymore. He's a stomped down nigger. Outlaw. That's what God said. That's what God said.